Have you ever looked someone in the eyes and felt something shift inside you? Not anger, not lust, not desire, but something deeper, something ancient, something raw, something that hums with power, like a predator quietly observing the world around him, calm, unshakable, and dangerous in a way that doesn't scream. It simply exists. That's what happens when a man learns to hold his energy. When he learns retention, when he stops giving his power away and starts collecting it. Most men don't understand this. Most men leak their energy every day, without thought, without care. Their eyes look tired, their movements weak, their presence forgettable. They are always chasing something outside themselves. Approval, attention, pleasure, distraction. They are restless, fragmented, and constantly leaking the life force that could have made them extraordinary. But when you retain, everything changes. It starts small, almost imperceptibly. Your gaze sharpens. Your voice carries weight without trying. You don't need to fill silence with words or jokes. You don't need to please anyone, perform, or act a part. Your energy condenses inside you, like fire contained within a diamond. And the first time you notice it, it hits you. The way people start to behave around you. They hesitate. They look away. They feel something they can't put into words. I remember the first time it happened to me. I was on my second long streak, around day 76. I wasn't showing off. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just disciplined, just focused, just holding. I walked into a room full of friends, and one of them stopped, looked at me and said, You feel different, serious, stronger. I wasn't trying to intimidate. I wasn't even aware I was showing anything. But my presence, my energy, my gaze, they all spoke louder than words ever could. And that's the magic of retention. When you hold your energy, your eyes begin to tell a story. People notice it immediately, even if they can't describe it. They feel it in their chest. They feel it in their gut. And most of them get uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar. The men around you feel insecure because they are leaking, distracted, scattered. The women feel curious, intrigued, almost magnetic pull toward a kind of energy they don't even know how to name. And you simply exist. You watch. You wait. You see what others miss. Retention isn't about forcing confidence. It's not about being tough, or stoic, or emotionless. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need anything from the outside world. Who doesn't flinch. Who doesn't beg for attention or approval. Every glance, every smile, every gesture is now under your own control because your energy is no longer bleeding out. You are whole, and the world responds to wholeness in ways words can't explain. The transformation is subtle but undeniable. Your nervous system recalibrates. Your hormones, your focus, your clarity, they all reach new heights. Testosterone rises naturally. Dopamine receptors heal. The constant craving for outside validation disappears. You are no longer reactive. You are aware. You are no longer prey. You are observer and predator in one. And when you look at someone, they feel it. They can't escape it. Your eyes communicate truth, clarity, intensity, and the quiet power of someone who knows himself. You start to notice little things. People act differently around you. A friend hesitates before speaking. A woman glances at you, then looks away. A man tries to test you with words or jokes, and something in him falters. It's not because you're threatening. It's because your presence isn't predictable, because your energy is anchored inside yourself, not scattered across 1,000 distractions. People sense it. They feel it. And often, they can't handle it. Women notice it, even if they can't explain why. They are drawn to it, intrigued, sometimes nervous, sometimes fascinated. Men notice it. Some respect it. Some resent it. But one thing is consistent. No one ignores it. Your gaze doesn't chase. It doesn't seek. It simply sees. And the truth your eyes reflect, that you are not hungry for external validation. You are not reactive. You are grounded, unshakable, and alive in a way most men have forgotten. The eyes of a man who retains energy are different. They hold depth, fire, intelligence, and calm intensity all at once. They are hard to read because they are not performing. They don't give away their thoughts or emotions carelessly. They track, they observe, they assess, and in that silent awareness, they dominate. People feel it, even if they can't define it. It's a presence that makes weaker men uneasy and stronger men respect you, even without words. There's a reason ancient warriors and monks practiced control over their energy. There's a reason emperors, sages, and geniuses understood the value of discipline over desire. They knew that a man who preserves his seed, who sublimates his energy, who channels it into focus, creativity, and presence, is a man who becomes a force in the world. Because energy isn't just physical, it's spiritual, mental, emotional. It's the silent power that radiates outward in your posture, your movements, your gaze, your voice. And when that power is awake, subtle yet undeniable, people react. They notice when you walk into a room. They sense when you are watching. They feel the weight of your energy, even in silence. They can't define it. They can't touch it. They can't manipulate it. And that's when respect, fascination, and curiosity meet fear, envy, and awe. They see something in you that has been lost in most men. And the realization hits them. They have been living in a world full of energy leaks. And suddenly, here is a man who remembers what it feels like to be whole. It's not about arrogance. It's not about intimidation. It's about stillness, clarity, and quiet dominance. You don't need to speak louder. You don't need to compete. You don't need to explain yourself. Your energy speaks for you. And when you look someone in the eyes, you no longer see them as an object, as an obstacle, or as an opportunity to impress. You see them as they are, clearly. You see patterns, intentions, and truths that most people are blind to. And that clarity, that predator-level perception, it's magnetic. It's unnerving. It's unforgettable. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to melt under your gaze, how others stiffen? That's retention at work. That's the energy you've been conserving, quietly accumulating, silently building. It manifests in how you carry yourself, how you speak, and above all, how you look. Your eyes start to tell the truth without words. And people can't hide from truth. Weak men flinch. Strong men take notice. Women lean in. It's chemistry. It's instinct. It's something ancient that you are awakening inside yourself. This power doesn't fade with time. The longer you retain, the sharper your gaze becomes, the deeper your presence, the more focused your mind. The distractions of the world fade. The games people play, the social masks, the empty gestures, they no longer affect you. You see through it all. You navigate through people's facades with ease. And your energy radiates, whether you're speaking or silent, whether you're moving or standing still. You start to see the difference between men who leak and men who retain. Men who chase pleasure, attention, validation, they are scattered, restless, empty. Men who hold their energy, who transmute desire into action, who store power and channel it. They are focused, magnetic, alive. They move through the world as if they belong to it completely. as if the universe is theirs to read, to understand, to command, not in a cruel way, not in a dominating way, but in a way that is simply natural, because their energy is theirs, not given away carelessly. And here's the key. It's not about doing. It's about being. Not acting strong, but being strong. Not trying to intimidate, but being unshakable. Not performing masculinity, but embodying it at its purest form. Every look, every smile, every gesture comes from a place of depth, presence, and internal power. Your energy no longer leaks into meaningless interactions. It radiates into everything meaningful. There's a kind of quiet joy in this, a satisfaction in simply existing without chasing, without leaking, without bending to the expectations of the world. People notice it. They sense it. They react, often unconsciously, to the fact that you are not like them, not because you are better, but because you have remembered who you are, and you refuse to dilute it. Your eyes tell the story of every moment you've held yourself accountable, every ounce of energy you've preserved, every battle you fought inside your own mind. And that story? It's magnetic, undeniable, unforgettable. Ask yourself, when was the last time someone couldn't meet your gaze? When was the last time someone looked into your eyes and instinctively turned away? Not because you threatened them, but because your stillness, your focus, your presence made them aware of something they had lost. That's what retention gives you. That's what predator energy feels like. Not aggression, not cruelty, not arrogance, just presence, clarity, and raw silent power. And once you feel it, once you embody it, once you see the effect it has on the world around you, there's no turning back. You understand why sages, monks, emperors, and warriors preserve their energy. You understand why discipline over desire has been one of the greatest secrets of men who leave a mark on history. Because energy isn't just about life, it's about influence, presence, and the ability to command reality without effort, without noise, without desperation. When you retain, you don't chase. You don't beg. You don't perform. You simply exist, and that existence carries weight. People notice it immediately. Women feel it. Men feel it. The world feels it. Your gaze becomes your weapon, your shield, your statement. It's the eyes of a man who knows himself, who is anchored, who is alive in ways most men will never experience. You begin to attract experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with your energy. Weakness avoids you unconsciously. Strength approaches you unconsciously. Women feel safe and intrigued at the same time. Men respect and fear your presence, often without realizing why. And all because you chose to stop leaking, to stop giving away your most precious resource, and to start cultivating the fire within. Retention transforms everything. Not just your body, not just your confidence, but your presence, your focus, your clarity, your gaze, your very way of being. And when people encounter that, they are struck. They are unsettled. They are curious. They are drawn to it. And sometimes they fear it, because it reminds them of what they've lost. It reminds them that most men have forgotten what it feels like to be alive, powerful, and whole. So I ask you now, if you've been on this path, if you've held yourself accountable, if you've preserved your energy, tell me, have people started acting differently around you? Do women get nervous, fidget, or look away? Do men hesitate, flinch, or look at you with something they can't define? That's not imagination. That's real. That's predator energy. That's presence. That's what happens when a man stops leaking and starts becoming. Keep your eyes sharp. Keep your energy contained. Keep your presence quiet, intense, magnetic. And let the world feel it. Let them wonder. Let them speculate. Let them call it whatever they want, because they are experiencing something real, something ancient, something that cannot be taught. It can only be earned through discipline, awareness, and mastery of yourself. This is the path of the man who retains. The man who doesn't blink, doesn't beg, doesn't perform. The man who sees, understands, and silently commands. The man who walks into a room and doesn't need to speak to be noticed. The man whose energy radiates like fire contained in diamond. The man whose eyes carry truth, power, and presence so potent that the world cannot ignore him. If you feel this energy stirring inside you, if you feel your gaze sharpening, if you feel the weight of your own presence awakening, embrace it. Don't shy away. Don't dilute it. Don't let the world make you small. Because your eyes, your energy, your being, they are your signature. And the way people respond to it, that is your reflection. So stay disciplined, stay grounded, stay sharp. Keep your energy contained and your focus absolute. Let people feel it. Let them blink first. Let them wonder. Let them remember what real presence, real masculinity, real intensity looks like. And let the fire inside you continue to grow. Because this, right here, is what separates the man who retains from the man who leaks. The man who dominates through presence, not performance. The man whose gaze can shift a room without a single word. The man who remembers what most have forgotten, that energy is life, that focus is power, and that stillness is the ultimate weapon. And if this message speaks to you, if you feel it deep inside, if you feel your own energy rising, then share it, embrace it, and continue to build the fire within.